Hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot, the audio edition, the edition for multitaskers and people who want to improve their imagination, thereby improving their manifesting ability. Remember, manifesting takes imagination first and always. If you can see it, if you can feel it in your mind's eye, you can have it. But being that our imaginations are dumbed down from the time we're little children, that becomes quite a task. It becomes tough. And the more you follow the rules, the general rules of society, the less powerful, the less imaginative, and the less you can manifest. So the audio version removes the visual distractions. You have simply the tarot spread on the screen. You listen to the storyline and you make the pictures in your head, which is nice because you can always go get a cup of coffee, tea, sandwich, cereal, whatever the heck you want, and still listen. And you're still building your imagination. We start on the bottom row. Center card is where we begin. We go to the top row. Center card is where we end. So let's begin. First row, up front. The Oracle card, Fork in the Road. Now, I don't know whether you can see it well or not on your screen. It would depend on the size of the screen mostly, but you see that there are arrows pointing in all directions. There's a lot of confusion in the picture, and it's a question of which way to go. Well, I think most people are in that position right now, whether they're aware of it or not, whether they'll admit it or not. They know they have to step forward, but they don't know to what or to where and how even to get there. Now, the past 3 years, most especially, although our entire lives have been a distortion, have been a distraction, so we're kind of lost anyway. But the last 3 years, more so, much more so. So we realize, I think many of us are coming to the point, okay, I have a fork in the road, I have to make a decision. And 2023 is a year of decision. Action, yeah, the beginning, but more it's a decision. I have to do this, I have to go here, I have to, whatever it is. That's the fork in the road for you. And that's where you're at right now. The bottom row, we have out of 4 cards, 3 pages. And remember, pages always change the storyline. So, bottom row, we have 3 pages. What do we got? First one, Page of Swords. You got to change your thinking. Because that's what swords are, thinking, right? Thoughts, ideas. You got to change that. Second, Page of Cups. You got to love yourself. And that may mean that you have to change your thinking to be able to love yourself. And then the next Page of Swords is at the far end. It's the Page of Wands. You want excitement. You want enthusiasm. Emphasizing all of that is the card here on the bottom of the World. The World kind of underlines the whole storyline here. No question about it. The World is completion. It's integration. It's wholeness. It's accomplishment. You are moving on. You are moving to something. Because right now there's a lack of closure. There are obstacles. You're lost. But the pages of Swords, change of thoughts, Page of Cups, self-love, and the Page of Wands, excitement, enthusiasm, positivity, possibility. All of those are moving you in that direction. Moving you to the future, moving you forward to completion. Okay, that's really what it's all about. You're coming to the point where you're making a decision. You're integrating maybe your entire life, all your experiences, or maybe just from the past 3 years, and you're saying, okay, that's enough. Got to change the way I think, change the way I feel, so that I can have a positive, enthusiastic life. Doesn't mean it's going to be a perfect life. It just means that it's going to be more alive. And so will you be. Alrighty. So that's kind of an interesting setup right there. We move to the second row, and the first card in the second row on the left side is Four of Cups. Four of Cups says you're bored. Well, we know that already. We have the Page of Swords, Page of Cups, Page of Wands. Your life has to change. You have to be more plugged in to move forward. That's the fork in the road. Which way do you go? What do you do? Because the Four of Cups said, man, I'm just not into it anymore. Just not into it anymore. I'm emotionally shut down. So overloaded with distractions. So overloaded with one crisis after another. And more often than not, the crisis is artificial, man-made. It's to manipulate you. It's to confuse you. It's to take power away from you. And you're to the point right now where you almost have an I don't care attitude, which is really not the best, and it's not really what you're feeling. You want the facts, you want the information, you want to change your thinking, you want to love yourself. You want that enthusiasm, that spark to move forward. It's just overcoming inertia, which I really think has been the point of the last 3 years. Just to stop you in your tracks and you just lose the juju. So the next card over, top row, Ten of Pentacles. Very simple Ten of Pentacles. Pentacles are things we value. Not just money, but things like happiness, health, love. They're all valuable. Friendship. Milk chocolate. Doesn't make any difference. Don't just think money when you see Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles says, yeah. I want this inheritance, let's call it. But it's not just money. You're not just absorbed in the material world. You are digging deeper to your true value system. And you can reach there. And in fact, probably the last 3 years really has highlighted what's really important in your life. That's what's pushing you with the Page of Swords, Page of Cups, Page of Wands, pushing you forward into the future. You feel some stirring, I gotta change. And it's largely the values that you have accumulated over the past, well, certainly your lifetime, but certainly in the past 3 years. I mean, there's so much that's been taken away from us that it really has kind of stripped us down and really gotten us to the bare bones. What is important and why? That's the reason for the fork in the road. I have to make a decision. And that's what 2023 is all about for all of us. Make a decision. You might not do a whole lot of moving. Maybe not till 2024, but you're gonna start heading in that direction. You're gonna start knowing where you're headed, why you're headed in 2023. Next card over is the Empress. The Empress is nature, abundance, fertility, possibility. Ready? Because right now you're feeling very insecure. In fact, you have a kind of a creative block in your life. I don't care if your job supposedly allows you to be creative. It's the creativity inside of you. It's kind of blocked because we are emotionally and intellectually blocked. The past 3 years have really put us into a corner. If we weren't there already, it's really put us into a corner. And so we have to change our thinking, got to change our facts, got to change how we feel about ourselves. We love ourselves, and we want to be plugged back into life. And that's what the Empress brings you, the possibilities. There are going to be possibilities to move forward, to choose the fork in the road, but you have to be aware. And I think you will be, because the final card up top is Strength. This is inner strength. This is compassion for ourselves. Because remember, if you can do it for you, you can do it for anybody else. If you can't do it for you, you can't do it for anybody else. You're looking for the love of your life? You be the love of your life. You'll find that love. Okay? You'll manifest it. So the Strength card is slowly moving us out of the self-doubt. Okay? It's slowly getting us to get past our weaknesses that we have been given over the past 3 years, maybe a whole lifetime. The energy here, when you look at all of this, you got the 3 pages on the bottom. That's new information coming in. That's the storyline of your life changing. Up top, you're dealing with your boredom by improving your sense of self-worth and really appreciating what the possibilities can be if you choose wisely. And you're at the fork in the road now, so you have to choose. You know that. Putting it off will do nothing. But here we see up top, again, a repetition, dead center, vice versa card, 4 of Cups. So on the same upper level, twice, the 4 of Cups. It's boredom. Absolute boredom. You've lost interest. You don't have motivation. You're emotionally shut down. 1, because you don't know what your next move could be. And 2, so many things, so many connections, so many people have been removed, taken from you, that you really don't know what to do next, except because of those 3 pages on the bottom, you know you're at a fork in a road, in a manner of speaking. In 2023, you have to make a decision to reinvigorate yourself, to reinvigorate your life. And you do that by changing your thinking, loving yourself, and being ready for an adventure. You can do this. Get a good value system and start to move forward. You got the possibilities, and I think that's what 23 will be for all of us. 2023 will be the year of realization. I don't know how much we're going to move forward, but it's the year of changing our perspective significantly. And with that, you can manifest anything you want. So there you go. There's the Tao Manifesting Tarot for today. I hope you found it clear. I hope you found it helpful. Tomorrow you and I can do it again. I'm here every day, 365. Between now and the next time you and I do get together to manifest tarot, however, peace and blessings.